Hey everybody, Wyoming James checking in with you. So it's been a minute. Actually, it's been a lot of minutes. It's been early spring since I last talked to you guys. So much has changed. So much has gone on in our little world. So with me, as always, is my trusty and faithful sidekick, Mr. Mason. You guys might remember him from shooting a great big giant bull elk about a year ago. We're actually just a few weeks shy of a year that he slayed that giant elk, which thrust him into fame and fortune and good things. So anyway, so we're back at it. Okay, so here's what the deal is. We didn't draw any good tags. We drew like nothing, really. So our friend Mason is out here hunting on a general mule deer tag. We're out hunting in the same general vicinity of where our friends from Pennsylvania came out to see us, and then our friend Michael was out here late last fall. So we're out here. It's bow season. It's been open for a few days. It's what is it, September 9th, 10th?
September 9th, yeah.
This is September 9th, and so we've missed a good full week of season, but we're back out amongst them, so that's what's important. So it's hot. It's so hot out here. I bet it's 85 degrees and dry, and I don't have really high hopes, but we're already not skunked, because as we pulled up to our first little spot where I like to look for deer, Mason, I said, nope, don't see anything. And I had just asked him, I said, Mason, how many do you see? And he's like, how many do you see? And I said, 0. Then he says, well, how about that one laying right there? So he spotted a buck, a little 3x2, and I was so happy for him, but then he wouldn't shoot it. So I don't know what's wrong with this kid, but he's grown kind of particular. Only wants to shoot 180-inch mule deer for his first one. I guess when you set the bar so high with your elk, it seems only natural to have your first mule deer with a bow be 180-inch, 30-inch wide buck deer. So we're gonna keep on going. We are headed out in here. We just got out here. It's midday. It's a little after 1 o'clock, and we had to get out here late because of all of our obligations. We had obligations back in town. Of course, his busy football schedule keeps us from spending too much time out here, but we're out here now. So without rambling on too much, we're going to get to the hunting action. We're heading into another spot. We're going to glass up some deer, and if we can see some deer, we'll show you some deer. So stay with us. Okay, so we've only been out here just a couple of hours. We've seen quite a few deer. Saw kind of a strange occurrence. We were sitting there glassing. There was the little 3-point in the doe, and then the spike up on the ridge that was bedded down. And as we were there glassing, we kept hearing a noise. It was pretty faint at first, and then it just kept getting louder and louder. And then, as you guys saw, here come a beagle running in front of us, between us and the deer. And it got ahead of us coming in here, so it spooked a lot of the deer that were in here. We saw them running up over the hill and whatnot, but I don't know what that beagle's doing out here. Maybe it belongs to a ranch house around here or something. I don't know, but anyway, so we got back up in here, walked back out into the end of this ridge that's behind us. It's about 300-400 yards, and you get out there and sit down in glass. We saw a doe, and that looked like a 3x2. We never got a full-on shot of him, but we could just see his horn tips over that brush. So no real way to sneak up on that one, so we're just going to leave that one alone. We're going to back out of here. We're going to go take a look at that first 3x3 or 2x3 with brow tines or whatever it was, that very first one that we saw on video. So we're going to go back and take a look at that deer. But I got to tell you, it is hot. It's warm. I mean, it's 85, 88 degrees right now, and I mean, it's just walking in there, walking back out. Working up a sweat. So we are going to go find some more deer. Hopefully we can show you some more of those, and we will check in with you here just shortly. Okay, so no blood on our hands. We weren't able to hook up. We did see that one decent little 4x3 that I showed you there just a little bit ago, heading over the ridge. He started out the bottom of that rim rock. We were literally driving out, and he stood up about 110 yards away, and there was nothing we can do. So we started the pickup back up. He spooked over the hill and picked up those other 3 bucks, and they just kept moving and kept moving. So that's okay, because Mason doesn't want to shoot a deer that size anyway. He only wants the bigger ones. So so we let him walk and made our way out of there. Now there's still plenty of daylight left. We've got to get back because we've got chickens to tend to. So I'm going to go tend to some chickens. And Mason's whining about being hungry or something. I don't know. So I guess I got to feed him.
Something like that.
The nice thing about having a 15-year-old around is you don't have to worry about having any spare food. Anyway, so no, the kid's great. We had a good day. We shared lots of stories. You know, another thing that I love about Mason is he's not afraid to ask questions at all. So any of you who have ever met Mason in real life, you know that he's not shy. He'll ask you questions. He'll ask you questions you never thought you'd get asked. So it was fun. We've had some good conversations, and they're not over yet. So we're headed back. We're almost back to the blacktop now. So when we get there, I think we're going to let our 15-year-old licensed driver drive on the blacktop. Kind of scared. But anyway, so we're going to let him drive, and we will check back in with you. So it's just the beginning of hunting season. Glad you guys are checking in. It's good to see y'all, and I hope that you'll chime in and let me know how your hunting seasons are shaping up, because we've got a lot more hunting to do. We've got some of our friends coming in from Pennsylvania. We've got a friend coming in from New Jersey, and we've got a little bit of coyote hunting, a lot of coyote hunting, I think, to do this winter. So stay with me. I'm back at it. Hold on. Wyoming James, our friend Lethal Mason, checking out from the cab of the Cobalt Blue Penny Dropper. Adios.